and ready to go live here just shortly. I mean, we are live, technically. Just getting the Discord linked in, everybody. All right, let's see here. Give me just 2 minutes and we'll get this thing kicked off. Hey, everyone, give me 1 second. We're going to kick this thing off. Box opening here in just a hot second. Making sure everything's functioning right. It was a minute ago, and of course, we always have a hiccup as we try to get things going. Okay. I think we got things fixed. Hope everyone can hear me. All right. So, yeah, here we go. Today we got a play booster box and a collector box opening up for the store for pull and play tabletop games. We got the new set Spider-Man here to open up, which I know there's been some mixed reviews on. But you know what? We always open up a box or two for the store. Great to get at least some of the singles maybe people are interested in on release day. So we're going to dive into it. We'll start with the play booster, finish it off with the collector booster, and hope that all of our sacrifices pay off for that soul stone. I know there's some other good stuff in this set, but we're hoping that that is the hit we get. I mean, one of those gold foiled soul stones would be... I'm going to be honest, I'd probably just vanish. Just people wouldn't see me again. I'm kidding. But yeah, that would be something really fun to pull and then, you know, have. We'd probably definitely look at getting that thing graded. We don't typically grade cards at the store. Like to support players, not just collectors. And that's one of the ways we do it, is we tend to just offer up these things as singles for everyone to get a chance to put in a sleeve and play. All right, let's do this here. Sorry, I forgot to get myself prepped at the trash can, but if that's okay, no biggie. We're just going to make a mess in my office. No big deal. All right, let's start with the first pack. Let's get into it. Have some fun. See what kind of janky Spider-Man stuff we can find. I do not know if these packs go rares front or rares in the back, so we're going to figure this out as we go together. Usually rares behind the token, so I'm going to gamble and say that it is, and we're going to give it a shot. Oh, there you go. Starts with the uncommon. All right, Spider-Man, Spider's Man, Heroic Horde. We got Heroes Hangout. Interesting. One red. That's very nice. What's up, Trev? Good to see you. Here we go. Hot dog cart. Yep. Okay, that was one of the meme cards spoiled early on. Stegron, Dinosaur Man, Venom, Evil Unleashed. Amazing Acrobatics. Interesting counterspell. Okay. Pumpkin Bombardment. Spider Rex, Daring Dino, Scorpion Sting. I'm going a little slower here because obviously we want to get a chance for everyone who's going to be perusing these to know what's available in the store. Here we go. That's right where I separate it from. So land. Sinister Hideout. Let's see. First rare. Okay, no, it's the foil. That's right. I forgot. Shock. It's actually a cool looking shock. I'm not going to lie. Even though it's out of a play booster and it's a common, it's foil, it's actually pretty cool looking. Here we go. First rare. Hide on the Ceiling. Okay, interesting. Maybe we have two rares. Was it uncommon? Yeah, it was an uncommon. Okay, all right. Well, that's going to start our box. Nothing too exciting, nothing too interesting, but it is an interesting exile artifact spell. So here we go. Dive into pack 2. I'm not going to take too long getting through these things. Got a lot of them to get through. Let's keep doing it. Let's go. No, 3. There we go. That's the rare. Here we go. Treasure token. Foil, another Sinister Hideout. Okay. Heroes Hangout. I think we saw that in the last one. Last pack, not a foil though. Okay. Madam Web, Clairvoyant. Spots Portal. Spider Girl, Legacy Hero. Spider Bot. Another Shock, not foil this time. What are the big hits for this set? Great question. I think realistically, the biggest hit you're going to get is going to be a Soulstone. There's a couple other cards in here that are going to be decent hits, but everyone's chasing the Soulstone. That's really what it's going to come down to, I think. Doc Ock, Sinister Scientist, Mob Lookout, Craven's Cats, Wild Pack Squad, Guy in the Chair. That's kind of what I am right now. Guy in the chair. And our rare, Interdimensional Web Watch. Okay. When this artifact enters, exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. Tap, add 2 mana, any combination of colors. Spend this mana. Okay, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's a 4 mana rock, but that's not terrible. And that'll be rare number 2. Start setting these off the side for the pack. All right, let's dive into the next. We've got a lot of packs left. That's 2 out of what, 30 in these boxes now, so not too bad. I think this set consists of what, 187 cards, and then obviously there's unique treatments and foilings and whatnot, but 187 unique, something to that degree. So interesting. And a lot of these things are legendary creatures, but I guess we'll figure out as we go along. Soulstone next pack, calling it. I like it. Let's do it. Raging Goblinoids. Morbius, the Living Vampire. Spider Slayer, Hatred Honed. Bagel Schmear. Yum. Romantic Rendezvous. Okay, I like that scene from the Spider-Man movie, the Upside Down Kiss. Venomized Cat. That's cool art. Unstable Experiment. Masked Meower. Lots of spider cats, I guess. Selfless Police Captain. Scout the City. Skyward Spider. And there's our treasure token. So we've got our land. Ooh, I like that swamp. That is actually really cool. Okay, and then we've got our foil common here, Merciless Enforcers, and our next rare, Spider Punk. All right, I know that's some of the box art, so that's kind of cool. Definitely not the Soulstone, unfortunately. But yeah, you're right. Peter Parker, Amazing Spider-Man is going to be a good one. Don't know why my camera is so shaky right now. Apologize, everybody. Here we go. Dive into the next one. Just going to throw the packs on the ground. Yeah, here we go. Shuffle tactic. I think I grabbed an uncommon. That's fine. Raven. Spider-Man's Quicksand. Or Sandman's Quicksand. Jesus, everything's Spider-Man. So I just immediately say that. Here we go. Yeah, F for the loss. I love it. Chameleon Master of Disguise. That's pretty cool. I like copying. Mechanical Mobster. Inner Demon Gangster. Doc Ock's Henchman. Spider-Gwen. Lurking Lizards. City Pigeon. So we got the pigeon, the hot dog stand, the bagel, the hot dog, the schmear. Just ties everything together. Subway Train. Spider-Man Web Slinger. There's a spider token. Gonna be a lot of spider shenanigans happening. Foil land. All right. Nice. Another foil common. Passenger Ferry. And then we've got Scarlet Spider Ben Riley as our rare. I actually didn't get the uncommon in my hand. All right. So far, a lot of legendary, a couple of legendary Spider-Man, or one artifact, one instant. Not terrible here. Let's see. Bird. Ooh, that's a double-faced card there. So I don't know what that is. We'll find out in a minute. Scorpion, Seething Striker, Spider-Man India, Spider-Man No More, Swarm, Being of Bees, Bees Knees, Passenger Ferry, Steel Wrecking Ball, Electro's Bolt, Daily Bugle Reporters, Spider Rex again, Whip. I like saying that, Thwip. Treasure token. All right, here's our land. Ominous Asylum. Foil common, Skyward Spider. A mythic, Miles Morales. Okay, that's our double-sided card. There's an uncommon, Spider UK. Let's see the backside of this Miles Morales. Ultimate Spider-Man. That's pretty cool. Nice little flip card there. Spider-Man India. I like it. Yeah. There's a lot of Spider-Verse spider people in this one. And I wonder how that's, honestly, I'm most concerned with this from a draft environment standpoint. If there's this many legendary creatures, it's just going to make draft an interesting environment. Obviously you can't, I mean, you can, but it'd be a struggle to draft multiple creatures of the same type without risking destroying your own creature. So that's kind of a interesting concept. Oh, well, I guess we got a mythic here. What the heck is this? Iron Spider Civil War. Okay. Ibu Ancient Witness. All right. Hey, there we go. Okay. Universes are, what is that? Jeez, can't remember the name of it. But yeah, it's one of those ones where it's in-universe printing of a spider or something. All right. Living Brain, Mechanical Marvel. Let's go. Shocker Unshakable. Costume Closet. More bagels and schmear. Be full up on food after this. Venom's Hunger. Amazing Acrobatics. Counterspell. Taxi Driver. Haste Enabler. Not bad. Professional Wrestler. Scorpion Sting. And was that a special guest? They don't call a special guest for those ones, do they? Spider Manifestation. And our token. Here we go. Through the Ages. I think that's what they called it in Final Fantasy, right? Through the Ages card. I think that's what it is. Here we go. Suburban Sanctuary. Foil News Helicopter. Foiling's kind of muddy on this one. And then we have Lady Octopus Inspired Inventor. What is that? You may cast artifact spells from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the number of ingenuity counters. Okay, so cool. That's awesome. Just what blue needs. More free artifact casting spells. Urza decks, here we go. All over again. Okay. Crack this. Packs are not being super cooperative with me tonight. No big deal. All right. We can speed up through some of this stuff now. I think we've seen a good chunk of what these commons and uncommons are going to look like. Oh, I guess I lied. Daily Bugle building. Pictures of Spider-Man. Okay. Spider Doctor piloted by Penny, or SP Doctor piloted by Penny. Hot Dog Cart. Common Crook. Whoosh. Got a lot of sound effects in this. Masked Meower. More of the cat. Merciless Enforcers. We've seen that. Spectacular Tactics. Kapow. More sound effects in words. Vibrant Cityscape. It's a different land we've not seen yet. Tap this land, search your land for basic land card, put on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. So it's an Evolving Wilds. Cool. Awesome. All right, moving on. A treasure token. We've got, a web forest. That's cool. I like these lands. Urza finally got himself a Dami Mommy. Yeah, he did. Foil, Spider Islanders. And here we go. Our rare is Arachne, Psionic Weaver. Very cool. All right. On to the next pack. So yeah, so far we've gotten a variety of stuff. We've seen a bunch of different stuff in each pack. There's been a couple repeats, but it's not been a ton, which may impact my theory on the draft environment being a little sus, but we're just going to have to see it, I think, in real time to know. We'll find out in the first draft on the 26th, that's for sure. This Friday is pre-release, so won't get to see it there. Spider Bite, Web Warden, Beetle, Legacy, Criminal, Angry Rabble. Risky Research. Ooh, Surveil 2, then Draw 2. I like that. Mysterio's Phantasm. Lurking Lizards. Web Up. News Helicopter. Seen that. Grow Extra Arms. That's new. Okay. Here we go. Our token. I think I grabbed one uncommon from the back. I did. Rhino. Poor Rhino. Downshifted to an uncommon. I don't know if they're trying to satiate one of the formats that doesn't use rare commanders, but it's weird that Rhino is like one of the only legendary creatures downshifted. All right, here we go. Token. Oh, there's a web island. I really like these web lands. These are actually really cool. We got our foil, Starling, Aerial Ally Common, and our rare is Spider Woman, Stunning Savior. And I did actually grab one more rare, Alien Symbiosis, or uncommon, not rare, jeez. Moving in here to the next pack. Sorry, my phone's ringing. Here we go. Shift in that to the back. All right, Spider UK. Seen that. Scarlet Spider Kane. We've not seen that one yet. Okay. Supportive Parents. Mechanical Mobster. Seen that. Shock. Very nice. Eerie Gravestone. Unstable Experiment. Sterling Ally. Source material cards for the poster style art. Yeah. Here we go. City Pigeons. More birds. And we're on to the treasure token. Land. Savage Mansion. Okay. Uncommon foil. Flash Thompson. Spider Fan. And our rare. Superior Spider-Man. Oh, two rares. Mysterio. Master of Illusion. Here we go. On to the next. All right, we're a third of the way through the pack, through the box after this one. And then we got the collector box after that. Shuffle, shuffle. Shriek, Troublemaker. I don't think we've seen this one. Different one this time. Sudden Strike. Destroy a target attacking or blocking creature. Nice. Spider Gwen. We've seen Spider Gwen already. Venom's Hunger. Doc Ock, Sinister Scientist. Stegron, Dinosaur Man. Spider-Man, Brooklyn Visionary. Electro's Bolt. Okay. Gallant Citizen. Mob Lookout. And our token, the Robot token. Robot. It's like saying robot. Here we go. Forgot to put this uncommon in the bottom of the pile. Damage Control Crew. Okay, here we go. Back to this. We got Sinister Hideout again. Another foil common, Venom Evil Unleashed. Pretty cool. And hey, that's a beautiful full art symbiote Spider-Man. That's really cool. I like that. Interesting. All right. Hey, that's a good hit. Rare. I like the art. Art looks good. Probably see a bunch of art like that in the collector box we open up in a little bit. Let's keep going. I think we've seen just about everything in the setup at this point. I could probably just fly through these packs now. Still save the rares for the end, though. Unless I mess up. Nope, I didn't. All right. Prison Break. Spider-Girl Legacy Hero. Inner Demons Gangster. Oscorp. What's going on, Andrew? Oscorp Research Team. Steel Wrecking Ball. I'm getting too fast. Venom. Evil Unleashed. Selfless Police Captain. We've seen these. Scout the City. Skyward Spider. Guy in the Chair. That's me. And our treasure token. Ominous Asylum. Oil Birds. Ooh, and a mythic. Spider-Verse. It's an enchantment. Legend rule doesn't apply to spiders you control. That's kind of gross. Especially with all the Spider-Men in this set. Ooh, or Spider People. And then I did mess it up. Madam Web is the uncommon. Okay, that's a pretty solid enchantment. Although for 5 CMC, it's a little rough. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty solid. I guess if you're using these cards for Commander, you probably don't need it. Unless you're making multiple copies of your Spider People, then that's a possibility. All right, here we go. Robotics Mastery. We've not seen a Green Goblin yet. That'd be interesting. Rhino's Rampage. Spider-Man No More. Seen these. Whoosh. Sound effects. Spider Island. Seen that. Venomized Cat. Spider-Man Web Slinger. Subway Train. Daily Bugle Reporters. Treasure. Spider Tribal. Yeah, no kidding. Spider Tribal. Get a little bit of copy tokens going on. University Campus is our land. We have a foil Doc Ock Henchman in common and Iron Spider Stark upgrade. Very nice. Legendary artifact creature Spider Hero. Okay. Double rare pack. Rent is due. Honestly, it's not due till the 1st. We need to calm down. That's going to give me some PTSD right there. And we have a Spider Suit, which is an artifact equipment. Creature gets +2/+2, and a Spider Hero in addition to other types. Equip 3. Okay. I mean, that might be pretty cool, especially for any creature, commander, or anyone who's got an ability that auto-equips when it attacks or something. It's not bad. Give it a hero creature type if you're running Spider Tribals. Okay, here we go. From the rares to the back. I think. Yep, here we go. Flying Octobot. We got Shocker Unshakable. Costume Closet. Seen these. Mysterio's Phantasm. Spider-Gwen. Seen a lot of these. Risky Research. We got Pumpkin Bombardment. Finally a Green Goblin reference, I guess. Spectacular Tactics. Rather a Phyrexian Arena. Love it. Spider Manifestation. Whip. More sound effects. Here is our token. So we've got our land. Ooh, now it's a mountain web. Trying to figure out the best way to call those things. Webland Mountain. I don't know. Foil Thwip. And we've got a mythic. Doc Ock. Master Planner. That's pretty cool. Demir, other villains you control get +2/+2. Maximum hand size is 8. In the beginning of your instep, you have fewer than 8 cards in hand. Draw cards equal to the difference. That is slick. I love that. And it's a double rare pack. We got Spinneret and Spiderling. I like getting double rare packs. Those are fun. All right, let me start doing some cleanup here. Slide some of these cards over. All right, here we go. Next pack. Start flying through some of these things here. Got an uncommon in the back. Oops. Spider-Man Noir. A lot of the Spider-Verse stuff, like I said. Web shooters. Some equipment. Doc Ock's Henchman. We've seen it. Shock. We've seen it. Common Crook. We've seen it. Passenger Ferry. There's your Evolving Wilds again. Web it up. Professional Wrestler. Wild Pack Squad. And our robot token. Foil Savage Mansion is our land. Again, very muddy on the foiling, which kind of sucks. Foil Morbius, the Living Vampire. And our rares, with great power comes great responsibility, right? Oh, yeah, it says at the bottom. I was going to say, I can't leave the staying unsaid. That's frustrating. And then we got Molten Man Inferno Incarnate. We have not seen that one yet. That is the uncommon that I shuffled to the back of the pack accidentally. Back of the stack. Here we go. On to the next. Still have the collector box left to go. Probably some good hits in there. Obviously, there's going to be like that Soulstone in there. That's going to be super rare. I mean, I did seed that box specifically. Vulture, Scheming Scavenger. I'm only kidding. I didn't seed the box, so if it's in there, that would just be awesome. Terrific Team Up. Living Brain, we've seen that one. Spiderbot, we've seen that. Taxi Driver. Haste, we've seen that. Venom's Hunger, seen it. Beetle Legacy Criminal. Grow Extra Arms. City Pigeon. Bird. Kapow! I want to build a burn deck so bad. In a bird deck. Here we go. Regular land. I think this might be our first actual like regular land that doesn't have the web thing on it. Oh, we got our first foil rare. Peter Parker's Camera. That's pretty cool. Artifact with 3 film counters on it. Remove a film counter. Copy target activated or triggered ability you control. That's fun. Black Cat Cunning Thief. And it's a 3 rare pack. Friendly Neighborhood. Very nice. Okay. It was a good pack. Nice little 3 rare pack. Here we go. With a foil. Get slick. Okay, these packs, I'm telling you. They just don't want to cooperate with me tonight. Makes me nervous about the collector's packs. Those ones always give me trouble. Here we go. Aunt May. Morbius. Damage Control Crew. Hot Dog Cart. Romantic Rendezvous. Inner Demon Gangster. Amazing Acrobatics. News Helicopter. We have definitely seen a lot of these now. Pumpkin Bombardment. Starling Aerial Ally. Robot Token. Savage Mansion. Foil Inner Demons Gangster. And Spectacular Spider-Man in full art. That's actually really cool. I like that a lot. It's not foil. It's not texture or anything. I don't know why I touched it like that. I thought maybe it would be. All right. Very cool. I like that one. It's a good hit. Okay, here we go. Next pack. We are almost 60% of the way through this box. Oh. Superior Foes of Spider-Man. Tombstone Career Criminal. We haven't seen that one yet. Villain spells cost 1 less to cast. That might be kind of fun to do something with like an Outlaws of Thunder Junction there. Bagel and Schmear. Sturgeon, the Dinosaur Man. Eerie Gravestone. Oscorp Research Team. All stuff we've seen. Craven's Cats. Okay, Evolving Wilds. Spider Rex Daring Dino. Scorpion Sting. And our treasure token this time. Foil University Campus. We've got Foil Wild Pack Squadron. And a Craven's Last Hunt. Enchantment Saga. Okay, mill 5 cards. Reduce Saga deals damage equal to greatest power among creature cards in your graveyard. That's cool. Target creatures you control get +2 on a turn. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's pretty sweet. And a full art SP Doctor piloted by Penny. That's pretty cool. I like these arts. These are actually very, I don't know. I guess they give me kind of just straight comic book vibes. It's very cool. I don't know why they just feel different. They hit different for me than some of the other full arts. Okay. Stubborn pack. And should be that many. Focus camera. Web Warriors. Green Goblin Revenant. There we go. There's a Green Goblin. Mechanical Mobster. Masked Meower. Swarm Being of Bees. Doc Ock's Henchman. Taxi Driver. Spider-Man Brooklyn Visionary. Seen that too. Lurking Lizards. Skyward Spider, and a token. I think I put an uncommon back here. Yep, School Days. All right. Foil Basic Land Plains. All right, it's cool. Ooh, foil Mary Jane Watson in rare. That's cool. And a rocket-powered Goblin Glider. Okay. Each equipped creature gets +2/+2 as flying and haste. Equip 2 and mayhem 2. That's interesting. It sounds like it'd be fun. Fun piece of equipment to play with. I didn't see it CMC. I should have checked that because it might not even be worth casting it. It's too CMC heavy. There we go. Get that pack out of here. That pack has been nothing but a problem for me. And apparently I didn't get the rare Mary Jane Watson. Either that or there's two. Here we go. Rampage of Goblins. Let's just fly through this pack, everybody, because I messed up. If that's the only rare in this pack, guy in the chair, that's me. Screwing things up as usual. Electra's Bolt. Mob Lookout. Well, there's a regular Swamp. That's cool. There's a foil Spiderbot. Oh, hey! There is something good back here. Gwynam Remorseless. Who doesn't love Gwyn as Venom? That's pretty cool. All right. At least there was still something good at the back of this, even though I screwed up the first one. Okay, there we go. First two sections of the box. Last pack right here. We got one more stack of this stuff, and then I can move on to the shiny shinies. Grab those. And I messed it up again. Maximum Carnage. All right. Screen Identity. Silver Sable. Wisecrack. These are all ones we've not seen yet. All right. Spiderbot. We've seen that. Venomized Cat. So commons are definitely going to be now at this point very redundant. So I'm just going to flip through those quickly to get us to the back. Suburban Sanctuary. Hobgoblin, Mantled Marauder, and foil. That's pretty cool. And Doc Ock's Tentacles. Another cool piece of equipment. All right. Not half bad. Not mad at it at all. So far, it's just been, I don't know, really cool. Like I said, very comic book-esque. Nostalgia. Good word to put. Okay. Here we go. Spider-Man India! Vulture. Hot Dog Cart. Merciless Enforcers. Whoosh. More sound effects. Steel Wrecking Ball. Daily Bugle Reporters. Subway Train. Spectacular Tactics. Professional Wrestler. Spider Token. There's a Plains. Foil Selfless Police Captain. And a rare is Bioorganic Carapace. Okay, very interesting. And then I messed up and put the Spider-Mobile in the stack with the rares. It just seems to be the theme here is that I'm messing stuff up. So just, I guess bear with it. Spider-Man India. Here we go. Try to not mess this one up this time. Daily Bugle Building. Tap for colors, one tap anyone and of any color. Okay, and then one pays target legendary creature gains menace till end of turn. Okay, only as a sorcery. Not bad. Pictures of Spider-Man, Molten Man, Risky Research. We've seen all this stuff, so I'm gonna fly through it now. Only flipping through all of this stuff just so that way patrons of the store know exactly what's going to be available. If they are looking for some commons, uncommons, hey, there's plenty of these Vibrant Cityscapes, aka Evolving Wilds, if anybody's interested. Peter Parker's Camera. Okay, so we got two of those. I don't really know if that's going to be a good card to have or not. By looking at it, reading it, enters with 3 film counters on it. I don't know. I mean, it seems like it could be good, I guess. Maybe run some proliferate effects. All good, brother. We just try our best. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. It's all I can do. Try my best. And hope only to screw it up so many times. There we go. Spider Slayer. The Hatred Honed. Wraith. It's another one we haven't seen yet. Double Strike. Wraith can't be blocked. That's kind of interesting. 3 CMC. Not terrible. More bagels. Angry Rabble. We've not seen that common yet either. Eerie Gravestone. Those of you who know Jacob works in the store, that rarity is not an indication of frequency. And that is true, because that's the first time we've seen Angry Rabble. All right, News Helicopter. We see a bunch of those. Spider. University Campus. Asked Meower in foil. Just what we needed. Hey, J. Jonah Jameson. There you go. Very cool. Always angry. And a wall crawl to finish it off. It's an uncommon. We just have a few packs left in this box, and we can go to the collectors, everybody. We can go to the collectors. That way we can see the Soul Stone. I know you're all wanting to see it. I promised you I would. I didn't promise anybody. Please. My luck is there is no chance in hell I'm pulling one, but it'd be cool. Here we go. Heroes Hangout. I don't think that we've seen this one either, but that is an uncommon. Spider UK, we've seen that a few times. Secret Identity. This one's actually, I would say, probably one of the better uncommon hits, in my personal opinion. Spider-Man No More. Shock. Inner Demon Gangster. This is stuff we've seen. So we will just flick through it, whip through it. Here we go. Sinister Hideout. Foil Web Warriors. Imposter Syndrome. Okay. I mean, they're just absolutely, they're owning the meme status of themselves now, Wizards. That is hilarious. Okay, and it's a 2 rare pack. Aranya, Heart of the Spider. I mean, first you got the SpongeBob Counterspell, and now you've got Imposter Syndrome. I guess can't beat him, join him. God, just gonna have to embrace it. I'm gonna have to embrace it. Getting old when I know I'm starting to have to just accept things. There we go. Ooh, another one we've not seen yet in common. Ezekiel Sims, Spider Totem. Flash Thompson, Spider Islanders, Venom, Oscorp Research Team. Just going to fly through this stuff. I don't need to call all this stuff out. We've seen it enough that just the artwork alone, you're probably going, I know exactly which one that is. Robot. There we go. We've not seen a Web Planes yet. That's pretty cool. Full art Web Planes. Foil Sudden Strike. And then we got Cheering Crowd. And I did put a Hobgoblin Mantled Marauder in the back. 5 packs left. 5 packs of the Play Booster box before we get to all the shiny, pretty stuff. See what exciting things we can pull out of it. Here we go. Back on the ground, and let's move on to the next. Raging Goblinoids. We've seen this stuff. Spiderbot. I probably put a couple uncommons there in the back. Let's cheat. Sure did. Unstable. Mantic Rendezvous. Professional Wrestler. Web Slinger. Kapow! Mob Lookout. Spider Token. We've seen this one already. Foil Gallant Citizen. And a Sandman Shifting Scoundrel. And a Sandman's Quicksand. Okay. Well, hey. At least they go together, right? I left that one back there intentionally. I knew it was going to be, you know, it was going to be related. Here we go. Next pack. That looked like something that maybe is good. I was going to start from the front. But that looked like it might be good. So we'll save it. Here we go. Rhino. Scorpion. Silver Sable. Merciless Enforcers. Let's get to the good stuff. Venomized Cat. The Whip. Scout the City. Evolving Wilds. Robit. Savage Mansion. Rhino in foil. Hey, Black Cat, Cunning Thief. It was something cool. Glad I saved that. That's awesome. That absolutely is comic book right there. That is slick. And we have Spider Ham, Peter Porker. Multi-rare pack. Cool. I really like that art. That is actually really, really cool. Absolutely comic book style. It's the best for sure. 3 packs left, including the one in my hand. Here we go. Let's start at the top. We'll see the rares. Get through the last 3 packs here. Treasure, Suburban Sanctuary, Foil with Great Power. Okay. Glad we started at the top. Urban Retreat. This is something we haven't seen. That is, I think this is that land that is gross. It is. 2 return tap creatures you control to its owner hand. Put this card from your hand on the battlefield. Okay, cool. Landfall shenanigans. Bant is back, everybody. Bant is back. Bring your Tulane, Teller of Tales, right back to this. Here we go. Prowler, Clawed Thief. We haven't seen that uncommon yet either. Web Shooters we have. And then we've probably at least perused all of this once. Whoosh. Pumpkin Bombardment. And then Electro's Bolt. That land is, yeah, that's actually kind of broken. Especially in Bant. Really, anything that has green and blue in it, Bant just kind of adds an extra layer. Fantastic. Gotta love that. Here we go. Spider token on the top. We've got the foil Suburban Sanctuary. We've got a foil Mysterios Phantasm. The muddy foiling's killing us here. Hey, we hit a soul stone, everybody! I promise you it was in here. I did promise you it was in here. I was not actually expecting to see this tonight, everyone. So that happened. Okay. Hey, loving it. Moving on. The rest of this stuff, who cares anymore? I mean, let's keep going here. Spider-Man's Spider's Man Heroic Horde. Spider Bite Web Warden. Shocker Unshakable. Angry Rabble. Common Crook. Mysterio. Steel Wrecking Ball. Pigeons, the Bird, Grow Extra Arms, News Helicopter, and Spider Manifestation. Okay, last pack, and I'm still a little in shock that the Soul Stone just kind of popped out like that. Okie doke. Now, if we can just get that super valuable, like rare one, that'd be awesome. Here we go. Robot token. Great way to end it. I love this swamp. Foil Electro's Bolt. Origin of Spider-Man. So at least it's one we've not seen before. And then rest are uncommons. Alien Symbiosis, Supportive Parents, Sun Spider Nimble Web, Living Brain, Eerie Gravestone, all this stuff. The common stuff. Guy in the, okay. Trolling me, guy in the chair, Spectacular Tactics, and Subway Train. Well, that pack, I mean, that box was fun. A lot of good stuff out of it. And I mean, let's be honest, the Soul Stone there is probably just the highlight. I was not expecting that at the very end of this. Cleaning stuff up here real quick for you all. One last look at that Soul Stone. Indestructible, tap, add black, 6 black tap, exile a creature you control, harness the Soul Stone. Once it's harnessed, its infinite ability is active. Infinite. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So I don't know. Does that mean infinite is now actually a thing in Magic? I'm confused, but excited all at the same time. All right, let's go to the collector box. I'm gonna take a quick second here, take a sip of my soda. We are not sponsored by Coca-Cola, though it would be really cool. Red and black are our colors anyway. But I do love the Coke Zeros. Love me a Coke Zero every now and then. Like, why aren't you using a knife? Well, because I couldn't find my knife. I don't know what happened to it. Here we go. Collector's Booster. This is what everybody was waiting for. What kind of fancy stuff can we pull out of here? I don't know. I honestly don't know. We're going to find out. I know what kind of fancy stuff, but I'll be honest, between running a store and doing all kinds of other work stuff, I don't get to see all the sneak peeks, especially when there's so many dang products on the market that we have to be ready for. So I'm going to be just as surprised as everyone else here on what collector packs look like if I can get the pack to open. That is going to be the challenge. There we goes. All right. Not a professional pack opener. Okay. It looks like commons start on the back with the rares behind them. So we've seen all this stuff. This is just all in the muddy foiling, as you can see. Yep. No, very good. Very good. Very clean. Very crisp. Moving on. Moving on. Land. Alchemic Slayer bots. I don't think we've seen that before. So that's interesting. Maybe we did, and I just passed it. Suburban Sanctuary, Savage Mansion. Are we going to get all of these basic lands in one pack? Or are these just whatever they are, utility lands? There we go. Hey, the foil web ones actually look really nice. I know it's kind of hard to see on camera, but these look really, really nice. All right, first rare, Rent is Due. That's going to give me PTSD. Friendly Neighborhood. Okay. And what is that, extended art? Man, these want to stick together up here. Bioorganic Carapace. That word is a mouthful for me. Nice. Relentless Assault. And that Through the Ages. That art is really cool. Love that. Shadow of the Goblin. We've not seen this one yet. Very nice. And then lastly, our foil Robot Token. All right, pack one down. Not terrible. I do like that Relentless Assault. That was some really cool looking artwork there. Let's see what we can pull here out of the next one. I can tell you the very back card is a double face card. I cheated. I saw. I don't know if you all saw, but I cheated. Amazing Acrobatics. We've seen this stuff. I'll kind of go slow. You could take a quick look, but we will get right to the rares very quickly. At least this pack isn't all of those utility lands. That was kind of frustrating. Layla, Holographic Assistant. We haven't seen that one. Pretty cool. Spider Slayer. And there is a Foil Mountain Spider Web frame, whatever you want to call it, land. There we go. First rare, Venom Blast. Didn't see that, I don't think, in the box that we opened, the Play Booster box. Carnage, Crimson Chaos. It's actually really cool for all of you Rakdos fans. Mythic, Eddie Brock. Looks like this is a two-faced card, so let's see if I can slide it out without giving too much away. Here we go. Venom, Lethal Protector. Very cool. That is some amazing art. I love that comic book art. Here we go. Next one. Whoa! That is a shock to see that shock. That is fantastic. Holy moly. The foiling on this one's actually really good. Holy cow. And then, hey, Norman Osborn. This is a multi-mythic pack. This is a great pack. And the foil is incredible. Green Goblin on the back. Fantastic. Wow, that is gorgeous. Okay. Those are very, very pretty. The comic book art in foil just actually pops really, really well. Yeah, that is amazing. Okay. Yeah, it makes up for the land pack. No kidding. Having all those mythics in there. Jesus, that first pack was just absolutely atrocious. First art card pack. I'll save that for the end since that's where we're going to end up anyway. Here we go. We've seen all of this garbage. I mean, commons, whatever you want to call it. Mechanical Mobster. Here's our uncommons. And there's our Plains foiled web land. Here we go. First, Superior Spider-Man. Okay. Sounds good. Superior. Sorry, I was organizing stuff. Craven's Last Hunt. The Enchantment Saga. I like the way they did the enchantments. They are, looks like comic book frames. That's actually really cool. That's very nice. Interesting way to do that. Pumpkin Bombs. That is slick. Full art there. We got a mythic. Heroic Intervention. Very nice. That is a very vintage classic card and Spider-Man art. So I love that. And a mythic Imposter Syndrome. All right, you know, whatever. Let's keep memeing it out for me. There's our first art card. Very slick. Very, very slick. Okay. Imposter Syndrome. Jesus. Okay. That's what I'm suffering from right now. Yeah, the art cards are absolutely worth collecting in this. They look very cool. It'd be awesome if you could, when you collect all the art cards, it's actually like a mini comic book. Well, we've got another art card, so we can kind of see if there's any storyline to this whatsoever. I doubt it. Sure, it's all about the individual card arts, but still, they look really fun. Mysterio's Phantasms, what starts us off. Lots of hot dog carts. Gotta get me the lunchtime glizzy. Rhinos Rampage, you didn't hear me say that. School Days. Sharik Troublemaker. Ooh, that's pretty. Another, this is like we got in that one pack. It's uncommon foil. It looks really good though. I actually will put this up here in the rares just because it looks good. First Forest foil in the spiderweb art. Here we go. Silk Web Weaver is our first rare. Yeah, gotta keep my hand straight. Here we go. Agent Venom. That is slick. I actually do like that a lot. Friendly Neighborhood. Seen that enough times. Mythic Beast Within. That is another slick card through the ages. And again, vintage art, vintage card. That is really good. Really, really good. Okay, we've got Oscorp Industries as a land. And then the art is Peter Parker foil stamp. What that is? Yep, just standard Peter Parker. Okay. Cool on the art cards. I'm going to set those aside. We'll have that to be able to pick through Friday. People want to say tomorrow, but tomorrow is not Friday. Nothing ruins a good Friday like learning that it's Thursday. Okay. Spectacular Tactics starts us off on this one. Electro's Bolt. I mean, we've seen all of this stuff. We've got enough of this stuff for days. Just going to keep flicking. Keep flicking. Yep. Foil Swamp Spider-Man art is definitely going to be one of my favorite. Pick through more, just like grab by the fistful. I mean, you can if you'd like. It's going to cause more work for us, but still. All right, here we go. Multiversal Passage. Another land we've not seen before. Enters, choose basic land type. Then you may pay 2 life. If you don't enter tap, land is the chosen type. Okay, that's pretty cool. Actually, don't hate that at all. We got another Superior Spider-Man. Rent is due. There we go. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Ben Parker. R.I.P. But that's in foil. That's actually really pretty. There's a lot of like white here, making it very rainbowy. Okay. Lady Octopus Inspired Inventor, and then I'm assuming it's a spider token. That's what I thought. Okay, we've got one pack left and half the box is down. I saved the Soul Stone for the last, you know, the big rare, you know, the most expensive rare. Yeah, the feels. I know, it hits you right in the feels. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Another art card. More art cards for you art card collectors. Here we go. Web up. I'm going to flick through this stuff. More shocks. Risky Research. Secret Identity. Another, again, very cool uncommon to pull out of this set. Wisecrack. It's only our second one pulled, so again, that's how you can tell. Rarity is not an indicator of frequency. Heroes Hangout. And then there's a Plains Foil Spiderweb Land. First rare, Bioorganic Carapace. I'm getting better at saying it. Second rare, oh, okay. Yes, Rest in Peace hits you in the feels, but this one really hurts, okay? That really hurts. Craven's Last Hunt, Enchantment Saga. We've saw this already, so we've got 2 of these now. Clever Impersonator. Very cool. That is amazing. I do like that. That is another hit. And then right behind that, we've got Maximum Carnage Saga. So that's really cool. All right, we saw the art card for that. And here is another art card. What is that? Craven? Oh. Morlun, Devourer. Okay. On to the second half of this collector box, where it's about to get spicier. At least I'm assuming so. Here we go. These packs, I don't know what they do with some of these Universes Beyond packs. They're so thick. There we go. Focus camera. Spiderbot starts us off. Just getting through some of these. Foiling is actually very hard to grab onto. Web shooters. Terrific team up. Spider-Man Noir in the full art foil is really kind of slick looking too. I like that. Put that up at the rares as well. And then we've got an Island Spiderweb foil land. First one, Hide on the Ceiling, first rare. Okay, and then the Clone Saga. It's pretty cool, like that. And then a Electro Assaulting Battery. That's pretty slick. Haven't seen an Electro card. Feed the Swarm. That is a slick Through the Ages pull. Okay. Do not hate that one at all. An Ultimate Green Goblin in the full art foil. Token card is a treasure with a spider on the back. We knew that because we opened the pack backwards. Moving on to the next one. Fighting our way through. Told you there was going to be some more spice in this. Packs, I'm telling you. I mean, as much oil as on that pack, you'd think it was recyclable. Here we go. Inner Demons. Whoosh. I like just saying the sound effects. I might just say sound effects going forward. Whoosh, kapow, bang, thwip, Spider-Man Noir, wall crawl. I don't think we've seen wall crawl. I don't think in the play booster box at all we saw wall crawl. All right, Forest Foil, we saw one of those already. Here is another Electro Assaulting Battery for you players of red. Another Superior Spider-Man. Here we go. Miles Morales in the full art frame. Very cool. Let's look at the back side of Miles here. Bam. Very nice looking. I like that art. Here we go. Reanimate. That is a really cool art card. I mean, it's the art on the card. I love that. All right. I love Reanimate anyway, but that's awesome. And full art foil Peter Parker Scammer. Damn. 4 packs left to go, and then we can dive right into pricing this stuff and getting it ready to go so it's available for pickup on release day, or I should say pre-release day. This Friday is the day when we will be selling all the singles. Those of you who are local, those of you who are not, I'm sorry. Mob Lookout starts us off. The Birds. Lots of venom here. Lots of venom. Sinister Hideout. University Campus. More again. What is with all these lands? I feel like I'm getting ripped off. Here we go. Mountain. Mysterio, Mastermind of Illusion, is our first rare. Into a Parker Luck. I don't think we've seen that yet. And then, Anti-Venom, Horrifying Healer. That is a lot of white pips. I'm not going to lie. That is a lot of white pips. Yeah, cool. All right, moving on. Ooh, Comeuppance. Love that. The foiling on that is crazy. Almost hard to read the text box, though. I kind of wish they would have come up with a different plan for the text boxes. Here we go. Interdimensional Web Watch is the last rare on that pack. Moving on. 3 packs left. Here we go. Nope. Lied. Here we go. Nope. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Art card. Finally, another art card. Want to see the rest of the story continue. Commons up first. Mysterio. Hot Dog. Romantic. Merciless. Savage Mansion. They're going to continue to savagely beat me down with these dumb lands. Flying Octobot. Layla, Holographic Assistant. Ezekiel Sims. Foil. Sorry. Foil. Jeez, that just threw me off my game. Here we go. Spider-Verse is our first card here. It is a mythic. It is an enchantment, and it does eliminate the legend rule. Here we go. Rent is due. The Clone Saga. Ooh. Wedding Ring. Honestly, probably not the Through the Ages cards that I'd want to pull. But hey, you know what? It's fine. I like the art. Art's cool. Craven's Last Hunt in foil would be our last card in this one. And our art card is whatever this is. Friendly Neighborhood. Probably should know that. I've only seen that card 100 times now. Here we go. Yeah, the classic comic book cover looks amazing. I do appreciate that, but as far as the card itself goes, kind of meh. Kind of meh. Thwip. Passenger Ferry. Kapow! This is the sound effect pack. Come on, give me one more sound effect. Nope, it's not going to do it. Too bad. Forest. Right into a cheering crowd. Ooh. Aranya, part of the spider in the full art frame. I think we're cheating a little bit. Let's scoot that down. Guess it's not going to matter. Multiversal Passage. That is a slick land. Spider Gwen, Web Warrior. Very cool. That is, what is that? Nagila, the Blade Blossom. That's what that is, Nagila. And then a foil multiversal passage. It did look like the same card, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping it wasn't, but it was. Still very cool. Still very cool. We're on to our very, very, very last pack. So everyone say it with me. Soulstone. Soulstone. Here we go. Soulstone. Be in here. We did get one. There we go. Soulstone. Here we go. Bagel and Schmear. Daily Bugle reporters. Doc Ock. Taxi driver. Rampaging classmate. Web warriors. This guy. Prison break. Prowler clawed thief. All right. The best way to end any one of these streams is on a foil swamp. Hey, everyone knows that swamps are my favorite. I'm a black player. There we go. Peter Parker camera, not the best first rare, but it's okay. We were saving the heat towards the back, right? Heat is all in the very, very back. Next one. Electro. Assaulting Battery in the extended art. Next one. Spider-Man 2099. That's pretty slick. Clever Impersonator in foil. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is where it is. It's right here. This is the Soulstone. Soulstone. Right here. Right behind this one. I told you I was saving it for the very end. And dang, Hydro Man Fluid fell in. Last thing's a token. So, damn. All right. Well, hey, it still was fun. We did get a Soulstone. I'm not going to lie. We did get a Soulstone in the Play Booster box, which is still, in my opinion, the best hit of the night. But we got a lot of good stuff out of this. So hope everyone's excited to pop in on Friday for the pre-release event. It kicks off at 6. Registration starts at 5. Get there early. First come, first serve. It is 45 seats, and that's all we're going to do. All in one go. We're not doing a Saturday event. It's all on Friday. These are what are going to be available. So if there's anything particular you're looking for, you saw on the stream, keep that in mind. Get there early. Commons and comments, we got a lot of them. Obviously, with the rares and stuff, if you're looking for a friendly neighborhood, we've got plenty of those. Otherwise, first come, first serve. So appreciate everyone joining the stream. Thank you very much for watching the box opening. I'm very excited for the set. I think it's a lot of fun, a lot of nostalgia, especially in the collector boosters. Having those comic book arts look amazing. And, well, like I said, enjoy, have fun. Appreciate everyone being here. I will see you either tomorrow at the store or the next time we have a set release for another box opening.